1-2, 1-2.
Who's sitting where? That's good.
One, two, 1-2.
Alright, you don't need to throw them on or off or anything, so they're just right to go as they are. Now what we're going to do is make a 3-minute ad break half time. Yeah, make sure the whole lot of ad break. So we've got it down the whole 2 minutes for the whole game, which is fun. Alright, they've started their ad break. They're in 3 minutes.
Apple. Visit Harvey Norman today.
Think JMP for all your residential, industrial and rural plumbing maintenance and gas needs. Available around the clock for all emergency work. Servicing the Sunraysia district. Specialising in block drains and drainage issues. Call Jason Moss Plumbing and Gas 0408 579 216.
Mildura Wentworth Country Music Festival. Over 40 artists, 8 days, 12 unique venues and plenty of free events. Tickets and info at MilduraWentworthCountryMusicFestival.com.au. September 13th to 21st. Proudly presented by Joy Star Promotions.
I know you listen to enough true crime to think you could solve one, or even pull off the perfect crime. But if I was hiding test. Search concealed with Art Simone.
And well deserved. Going into goal attack, your daughter Lizzie Rowe, absolutely phenomenal netballer. She's been playing A-grade netball for Wentworth for 10 years now. Can you believe it?
Yeah, 10 years. Yep, that's right. It's gone quick.
Gone very quick. And just a little tidbit here. You actually haven't watched a full A-grade grand final in those full 10 years because your nerves have got you you too much.
That's right.
And look at you. Goal defence Courtney Wakefield, who is an ex-AFLW player for Richmond. She grew up playing netball, played a bit of footy too, and now she's back playing netball again and just dominating. She's fantastic.
Yeah, she's great. She's had a great year.
Yes, she has. Goalkeeper is Nat Vircher. My goodness, is she a good defender. She is just top-notch. The way that she plays, reads the play, just absolutely phenomenal. Fantastic player. Now, on the substitution list, we've got quite a number, which is the first time that I've seen. That I've seen
basically,
this many.
these are the girls that have played A-grade all year.
Yeah.
Contributed to me to Wentworth being here today.
Yes, that's it. So we've got Lola McInerney, who she can play goal attack or she can play wing defence. She is phenomenal in either position. She's on the taller side, so when she's in wing defence, she
can play anywhere on the court, Lola.
Yeah, she's a fantastic player. Sad to be losing her to university next year, but hopefully she can come home on some weekends for a couple of games. We've got Jess Minder, who's been in B grade, in and out of the A grade side. She's a solid mid-quarter as well.
Yeah, she polled a couple of best on court.
She did.
In the league medal the other night, so she certainly can hold her own.
That's it. Another B grade player who plays up as well is Georgia Chase. Another great contributor to the mid-court as well into the sort of defensive end. Then we've got Kelsey Cameron, who is the sister-in-law of Ash Cameron?
Yes.
Yes. So she's, again, she's played quite a few games of A grade this year as well. And we've got a substitute, Tora Woodhead, as well.
Yeah, Tora's a young shooter who played a couple of A-grade games this year and really has developed over the last 3 years.
Yeah, she's a good little player to have on the bench there. Looking at Mildura's team, we've got goal shooter Ash Morello, phenomenal shooter. The way that she is just so cool, calm and collected out there on the court. She doesn't let the pressure get to her.
Oh, that's right. And she's in on the boards, and from a basketball background, she's not going to be too much strange here.
That's it. So she's very familiar with this court setup sort of thing, because you've got to think about it. I was asked in an interview with SEN earlier on in the week, what is it like going from playing on, what is the difference in going from concrete to, hardwood floors? I said it's just like footballers going playing on carpet. It's a completely different surface, but it's one that that the players just have to adapt to today. And Ash Morello and goal attack Ava Zato both have experience playing on hardwood floors, being in the Mildura Heat female team there. Ava Zato, we need about 3 of her. She is
certainly, she's a great player.
She is SFNL's Jackie Hawkins medal winner for the A grade, so she is the best of the best out here. Polled very well, polled highly as well. Just such a humble player as well. She's also the co-coach of the A grade side. Fantastic person on and off the court. Wing attack, Demalza Henry. Now, we love Demalza, and it's because she controls the play on and off the court.
The experience.
Yeah.
The experience from Demalza. We've talked about it over the last sort of 3 weeks, the way she controls the ball, the way she delivers the ball. You can just see that experience.
That's it. And then in centre, I'm pretty sure we're having Caitlin Adams in the book. It hasn't actually been written down yet. We're still waiting for confirmation, because Juliet Lang last week did a bit of an ankle injury, so she was off the court.
We saw that last week, and at the time it didn't appear to be too much, but she did actually play. She did actually play in the under-17s grand final earlier today, so she played 4 quarters in the under-17s grand final, Div 1 grand final, which Mildura won, so she would have actually absolutely got through that.
And she dominated in that game as well. I was surprised she didn't get in the best on court, but she was definitely looked at. I've just had a look at the book. Centre is Caitlin Adamson. Now, with this, Mildura are known for their rolling subs. If you haven't been listening the last couple of weeks, or really all year, they've been utilising Halfway through each quarter, so every single from first to fourth, Demalza Henry rolls off with Molly McDonald, and Caitlin Adamson in centre rolls on and off with Juliet Lang. So fresh feet on the court, works really well. It's something that Mildura does that is consistent in their routine.
It's been their play all year.
Yeah.
It's just the way they've structured up. They've got their times. They obviously practice that way all year, so it's nothing new. So
Yes. So in wing defence is the one and only Caitlin Chalice. She is an absolute larrikin. Last week she was start of the third, she was getting the crowd hyped up there. She just did an interview recently where she said that she is part of the furniture out there at Mildura. She's been there for such a long time, but she's a pretty talented piece of furniture, isn't she?
Yeah, well, she's been, I think she had last year off.
Yes, last year
she's
off.
been, she had last year and certainly just come back and jumped into that wing defence position and hasn't missed a beat all year.
That's it. She's fantastic. Goal defence, Jess McNamara, she's finally found her comfort zone. She has been an attacker for majority of her netball career, and with the switch, having Ava Zato gone from defence to attack this second half of the season, and particularly into the pointy end, Jess McNamara, she leaped, she bounded.
She's got a magnificent leap.
She's fantastic.
We saw it a lot last week, didn't we? We saw how much her and Sharon Watson, in the final last week, just got their hands on the ball.
That's it. And speaking of Sharon Watson, she's our goalkeeper today for Mildura. The experience, it just everything about her. She's tall. She's got a long stretch. It's a really good matchup today between Sharon Watson and Amanda Edwards, one of the best defenders in the league and the best shooter in the league. It's going to be a very interesting.
And you got to say, like these, you look at these matchups like Amanda and Sharon, and like they've got how many years they've been matched up against each other.
That's it. They both know how each other plays, and it's going to be really interesting to see who comes out on top in that position alone, that pairing matchup. It's going to be very interesting. Let's get to the bench now. So we've obviously got Molly McDonald and Juliet Lang. They will be 100% hitting the court today, which is fantastic news with their rolling subs. We've also got the three juniors who all played today as well in the under-17 Div 1 and won that game.
I think Elkie Meehan would have.
Yeah, Elkie Meehan definitely did.
I'm not sure if Liv Bowden or
Milan Forbes did, but Elkie Meehan actually got best on court.
Did she? Yeah, she played
did.
well. And it was a great game, that under-17 Div 1.
Fantastic contest, that one.
Oyen pushed them all the way, but Mildura just come home, and it was Mildura's class in the end. The top end players of Mildura, Juliet Lang, Elkie Meehan,
phenomenal,
and young Kelly, the shooter. They just sort of stepped up in the end.
That's it. And speaking of the rest of their subs, we've got Liv Bowden and Milan Forbes as well on the bench. They've benched pretty much all year for the side. They're just there in case anything goes wrong, any injury, anything like that. They're just there as a safety net, which I think a lot of the Wentworth girls are also there as a safety net as well.
Yeah, that's great. And I think when we played Mildura earlier in the year, they did actually, bought Elkie onto GD, and they put Jess back as a shooter with Ava, and they've got those moves up their sleeve.
They do, and in a grand final, you don't know at all what is going to happen. It's just one of those games. Everyone is fighting so hard, but I think we've got two fantastic teams in here. Great sportsmanship from both sides. Both are very talented teams, but in their own rights.
Absolutely.
It's different talent.
And I think so much mutual respect. These guys have been playing grand finals again, apart from last year, Mildura and Wentworth and a lot of these players have been playing, against each other, for the last, probably pre-COVID,
That's it.
So,
and I think the last time that Mildura played in a grand final was when Jess McNamara won the league best and fairest. So that was about 4 or 5 years ago. So just
2022
was
2 or 2023.
Yeah, so
yep.
just post-COVID, so that was the last time Mildura played in a grand final. Wentworth obviously went down last year by 4 points to Orion United, which was a bit of a shock. That took away their three-peat. They won the two before that. So Wentworth are going to come out here just firing away because they know there's a goal and they want to achieve it. Undefeated all season, and let's hope that for the sake of Wentworth that they continue that undefeated streak.
Oh, absolutely. You know, they've played, I think, 83 games now, lost one, which was last year's grand final. You know, that's a phenomenal record. And, you know, like, it's been, like, a privilege to watch that, you know.
That's it. It's going to be such an interesting grand final. I didn't pick who I think was going to win at all during the week. I ended up doing it today, and I'm going Wentworth by 2. Purely because I just think that Wentworth have just got that fire in them.
Yeah, I probably can't.
You can't pick a team because
I think so. So they're coming on the court. It looks like Wentworth are shooting to the football ground end.
Yeah, football end. And look, everyone is out there ready to go. And the smiles on their face, the sportsmanship, it's just absolutely fantastic. And I'm looking forward to a fantastic A-grade grand final, Ricky.
Yeah, fantastic. It looks like it's Caitlin Adamson in the centre. She looks like she's getting the first centre pass.
That's it. So we're just about to get underway here for the first quarter of the A-grade grand final between Wentworth and Mildura. We're just waiting for the whistle. Caitlin Adamson now looking for an option, very heavily guarded, and an intercept.
Turnover by Rose straight away.
Oh, fantastic. Becca now over to Mangan. Mangan into Edwards. It's a nice pass there over to Ash Cameron. It's into Edwards, in under the ring. Beautiful stretch there, though, from Watson, but she's out of play, and we're going to see both out of play now as a shot was put up, but it missed, and it's rebounded there by Caitlin Adamson with the assist. We've got Zato now with the ball. It's over to Henry. Henry to Adamson. It's making its way into the ring now. They're looking for an option. Find it in Zato. She turns around. She puts up the shot, and it goes through. First point on the board.
Ash Cameron brings the centre ball. Ash Cameron comes into Molly Mangan. Molly Mangan comes to Rowe. Rowe back to Mangan. Rowe back. Mangan into the pocket. She's doing the 1-2. She's come through. She's looking for long bomb by Rowe.
Beautiful shot. Fantastic start. We've got Adamson now with the ball for the centre pass from Mildura over to Zato, who made her way out there. Caitlin Chalice helping out on the transverse line.
Oh, intercept by Cameron.
Fantastic.
Cameron onto Virtue. Virtue coming through the centre is Wakefield. Wakefield back to Virtue. Wakefield looking to come through. Christy Becker comes and gives a hand. Wakefield, Becker into Molly Mangan into the goal third. She goes across the row, top of the circle. Comes over into the pocket to Mangan. Mangan into a long ball into Edwards.
And a fight there between McNamara and Edwards, but who won it? I think it's
Edwards' ball.
Yep, so she's going to have
McNamara out of play.
Have the opportunity to put up a shot. She does, and it's in. 2-1 is the score. Wentworth's way.
Great intercept by Ash Cameron.
Oh, fantastic work here by Wentworth.
Ash Cameron into Molly Mangan. Mangan goes to Rowe at the top of the circle. She goes again into Edwards. Edwards, great grab by Edwards on the back foot. Uses Molly Mangan on the circle. Edwards drops a bomb.
Another shot. 3-1 is the score here, as we're going to see a centre pass here from Caitlin Adamson looking for someone. Drives through is Zato, but out of play is Becca. She just
contact there from Becca.
There into Henry. Looked for a low option, but decided to go high and went into Zato. They're going to switch it up though. Morello's going to take the shot and decides to pass instead.
Good hands.
Yeah, great hands.
Very nice and strong.
And we've got the shot put up, and it's in there. 3-2 is the score. This is going to be a very, very tight grand final. Cameron now with the ball over to Rowe. Rowe long pass over to Becca into Mangan. 1-2's it to Amanda Edwards. Looks for an option. Finds Lizzie Rowe, but she's just a little bit too far out. Readjusts. Puts up another long bomb. It lips out. And the rebound.
Watson rebound. Edwards out of play. Transition, K-Chell looking for Watson. Watson comes across. She's looking to come through. Back to K-Chell. K-Chell to McNamara. McNamara.
The whistle blew. Becca's out of play again.
Contact on Becca to Henry. Henry's in the set goal third. Looking to drop it. The long ball. Around the circle to Adamson. Adamson into Zato. Zato having to going for the long shot. She
Miss.
drops it short. The rebound by Virtue. Virtue onto
Ash Cameron there.
Ash Cameron to Virtue. Christy Becker onto Edwards. Onto Wakefield. Wakefield
there, yeah.
Becker. Becker goes down to Molly Mangan. Molly Mangan looking for great
beautiful
one, too.
running.
Great running by Ash Cameron there on the top of the circle. Molly Mangan. She goes a high ball into Edwards.
Fantastic pass.
Fake the short one into Rowe, then went to the high ball on Edwards.
Beautiful work there from Wentworth as 4-2's the score. We've got Adamson now over to Henry. She's looking for an option. Almost a held ball there. It's over to McNamara. K-Chal now with the ball, but a beautiful rush
Christy
through
Becker,
there.
bad luck.
And it's still picked up by Mildura as we've got Demalza Henry. She's looking for an option. Bounce passes it over to Adamson. Adamson back to Henry. Becker out of play again. And it's a beautiful pass with Morello there losing her defenders.
It was a great move by Morello.
Yeah,
Good spin.
fantastic.
Spun into space.
4-3's the score.
Cameron has the ball into Rowe. Rowe into Molly Mangan. Molly Mangan goes to the long ball into Edwards under the ring. Edwards has a long shot. Great rebound. Oh, she's tapped it in.
That was
on
the
rebound.
best goal of the year. That was the best goal of the year.
Rebound tapped up and actually went in. Pressure again from Wentworth. Henry looking to go in. Oh, Becker's got hands on it again.
Good
But gone back
hands.
to Henry. Henry looking inside.
It's very, very close and pressure. A lot of pressure
Virtue
and
out of
tight.
play. Virtue out. Max
Step in.
Morello steps in. Beautiful.
Brilliant
Nice shot by
goal.
the youngster.
Brilliant
Saw
goal.
that Ava was closed off and had the shot.
Cameron now with the ball, looking for an option. Finds Rowe. Rowe goes back to Wakefield. Wakefield to Becker. A nice run forward there from Ash Cameron. We're going to see Demalza Henry out of play. Ball picked up there by Becker. It's made its way to Mangan into Rowe now. Back to Mangan. Back to Rowe. She's going to look to put up that shot. It's off, but Amanda Edwards is there for the rebound. Keeps it in the line. Puts up the shot and finishes it off
rebound by
nicely.
Amanda.
Yeah, 6-4 is the score here.
Addison centre ball. She looking for someone to come in at her. Pressure from behind. Almost a whole ball. Zato jumps into the circle. Back to Henry. Zato's got it at the top. She needs to get into the circle.
Henry
She's in now.
directing
Henry's
play.
delivering the ball. Zato looking to have a shot. Got Nat Virtue jumping.
Oh,
Nice
brilliant.
shot.
Brilliant
Nice
goal. 6-5. 1 point the difference as we see Ash Cameron take the centre pass for Wentworth over to Mangan. Mangan now to Rowe. Back to Wakefield on the line. It's made its way into Edwards, but she's outside of the ring there, so she's just going to reset on that
pressure
transverse
on Wakefield on the line.
Very good pressure. No pressure there. And a beautiful take there by Amanda Edwards, but out of play there for, I think it's Sharon Watson, as we see Amanda put up the shot, bringing the score 7-5. Amanda is on fire. A bit of a rocky start, but managed to pull through.
Got Henry with the ball in the centre third. She goes out to Morello. Drops it back down at the feet of Henry. Henry, great pass.
Oh, good defense
great
there,
pass.
though, by Wakefield, but
I think
she's
she'll
out of
be
play.
Yep,
Yeah,
big
good
swiping arm.
attempt.
Morello to have a shot.
And it goes in beautifully there. 7-6 is the score. We're within one, but Wentworth keeps the lead. Cameron now with the ball over to Mangan. Long pass into so Edwards is getting the opportunity to shoot.
Both out of play.
Yeah, McNamara tried, but no luck, and bringing the margin now 8-6, 2 points.
Adamson, centre ball, comes in. Zato again has to come into the circle. Henry controlling the game from the top. Back to Henry, drops the ball at Henry. She's looking inside. Back
Loves
down
the
to the
bounce
pocket.
pass.
Over to Morello. That's a
good hands, Rowe. Fantastic hands.
Hands, no, she's out of play.
Out of play.
Henry again controlling the ball. Adamson looking to go to the top. Nearly a held ball. Virtue out of play.
Yes, so we're going to see what...
Young Morello to have the shot or pass.
She's going to
arms around, so Zato gets
adjusted.
Wakefield out of play. Morello gets the shot.
8-7 is the score. We've got Juliet Lang here lining up to get on for centre. We've got Cameron over to Mangan, into Rowe. Rowe back on the transverse line to Wakefield. Rowe to Mangan. She just patiently waits to find the right position. Zato receives the ball just inside the circle. It's a pass over to Lang, who utilises the speed and agility there. And Zato
out of play.
Yeah, Wakefield out of play. Zato just received that ball and kept it in, puts a shot up.
Beautiful shooting. I think they're shooting at 100%.
Yeah, that's it. 9-8 is the score, and we've got Molly McDonald lined up.
Wakefield onto Rowe. Molly Mangan runs into the pocket.
Almost a step.
Big ball in to Edwards. She shoots.
Mildura have made big mistake.
To Rowe, comes up to Edwards. That's great transition. Great transition.
Biggest margin now, 11-8 is the score, as we're going to see another centre pass.
Great shooting there. Here we go again, Molly McDonald in the centre third. She gives it back to Juliet Lang. Molly McDonald looking to go across. There's pressure across from Wentworth.
Good K-Chal.
K-Chal goes into great pass by Juliet Lang.
Great timing. That was a brilliant
and Morello's run, timed her run beautifully.
That's it. We've got Ash Cameron now with the ball. She's looking for someone. Mangan's there, but good hands from Zato, but she didn't quite make the timing early enough. We've got transverse line Wakefield there. Over to Rowe, back to Mangan. It's gone into the pocket there to Rowe. She's looking for someone, finds Mangan across court, and a shot into a pass into Amanda Edwards. She just lost her footing, attempted to put up a shot, but it was rebounded there by Watson. It's over to leaping McNamara. K-Chow now with the ball straight through the centre there to Lang. Over to McDonald, but great hands there from Becker as Lang gets the ball in again. And an intercept there for Nat Vercher.
Nat Vercher picks the ball up. She goes to Becker. Becker comes to Molly Mangan into Rowe. We're into the goal third. Good running there by Ash Cameron. She gives the ball to Rowe. Rowe gets it back off. Gets it back to Mangan, and Mangan's dropped it into the goal circle. Amanda Edwards has been pushed out of play. Just McNamara out of play. Great finish.
39.
Great hands by Becker there.
Yeah, that's it.
So Christy Becker, just that little touch.
Lang now with the ball over to McDonald, looking for someone, finds Lang again. She's good at her second and third attempts. It's back on the transverse line to K-Chal. Nice fast play here. Lang to McDonald. Zato almost... so Vercher out. So we're going to see Ash Morello pass it in to Zato with the perfect split there. She's nice and close to the ring, but it's off. And we're going to see a contact call against Nat Vercher, so Zato gets to have another good opportunity to shoot. Puts it through, bringing the score 13-10. 3 points the difference, Ricky.
Cameron breaks the ball into Mangan. Mangan on the tree. She's looking for someone to come and give her a hand. Wakefield comes up. Cameron again into Molly Mangan. She goes into the pocket. Finds this row. Back to Ash Cameron. Good running by Ash Cameron. Ash Cameron comes back to Edwards. K-Chal out of play.
Yep, so they're going to bring the ball back.
I think Molly Mangan will have this ball on the circle.
Yep, as just on the outside there. Beautiful pass, but good defence there from Jess McNamara.
Good from Jess McNamara. She's dropped it to Rowe. I think she'll get another shot here.
Yeah, she will. Rowe will get to line up again, puts it up, and score is good, 14-10. Now 4 points is the biggest margin.
Okay, Juliet Lang into Molly Mangan in the goal third. She finds Zato in the goal third. She's gone long to Juliet Lang on the line. Oh, good pass.
Vercher,
good intercept.
Great intercept.
Great outside arm. Rowe has it through the centre again. Mangan onto Edwards. Edwards in the circle again.
Too close there from Watson. Yep. And a beautiful finish.
That's great. Nat Vercher 101 there, isn't it?
That's it. She's known for it. Cameron now with the ball over to Rowe. Rowe into Mangan. It's beautifully passed there, high over the top. K-Chal's really trying hard here, but Mangan now attempted to pass it, but she's out of play. K-Chal is now into Lizzie Rowe. She's going to go for that long bomb. It's off. And the rebound was there in favour of Mildura. Just some contacts there from Rowe. So we're going to see Sharon Watson take the ball over to K-Chal. Kate Howell couldn't find anyone, had to go back to Watson, a
Good
running
pressure,
show.
good pressure,
Yeah, very
good
good pressure. McNamara now, she's leaping, she's bounding. Lang back to McNamara, into McDonald. McDonald back to McNamara now as it's made its way into the goal third finally. We've got Ash into Lang. McDonald now with the ball at the top of the ring. It's a few short passes there. Good pressure from Wentworth though as we see the whistle blows. We've got Nat Vircher out of play. Ash Morello's going to take that ball and it's a holding call.
Courtney Wakefield out of play.
Yep.
Zado to take this shot.
Yep, she's going to take this one. She'll put it up and
That's
it's
a nice shot.
beautiful.
Yep.
15-11 is the score.
1 minute to go in the quarter.
Not long left now. Lang now with the ball. She's looking for someone. She finds Zado. Zado
A ball.
now as we see Lang going into the circle. It's into McDonald now. She's looking for someone, but a beautiful, beautiful bit of play there from Nat Vircher. It's staying. It's a sideline throw in there into McDonald. Back to Lang.
Had a look there.
Very close there. McDonald now with the ball as that's the end of the first quarter there. 16-12 is the score.
How fast was that?
That was an incredibly fast-paced game. I've seen faster, I will admit. I've seen faster, but the conditions in here just make it's just so quick.
Yeah, I think, just the girls and their trust on the boards. So, that was... Mildura's shooting was phenomenal. I think they missed one shot.
One shot, absolutely. Ash Morello made some great movement there, doing some rollouts to lose her player, and succeeded in that as well, which is
absolutely.
something that Courtney and Nat don't do too often is lose their player. But Morello, she just sneaks by. Yeah,
that's right. She spun out a couple of times into space and really did find a space and ended up by herself. But in saying that too, was probably three or four turnovers by Vircher.
Yes,
Becker,
they did
and the
some
first one from
phenomenal
Cameron right from the start. So, we'd probably, I'll look at it and probably, Molly Mengen sort of running around doing what Molly Mengen does.
She does. She's just her second, third, fourth, fifth efforts. It's great to see someone who plays in wing attack having so many efforts to just be there, to be an extra person on that ring, being able to just reset quickly like that for Lizzie and Amanda. Mangan is very. She's an underrated player.
Oh, absolutely. And like one thing. Her netball brain is far beyond her age.
Yes, genius.
The understanding of the game and what needs to happen, how play should be.
She's five steps
really
ahead, Ricky. She just knows exactly what's going to happen, where she needs to be. And I've got to say, Lizzie Rowe is taking some brilliant passes and those long shots. This ring in here is very difficult to get those long shots because the top of the ring is thicker than a normal netball ring. So you see that a couple of inches of thickness at the top of that ring. It's so easy for it to lip out.
Place to shoot.
That's it. But Lizzie's been down here practicing all week, and it shows. She's really committed to the game and to this team. It's just brilliant. And we're looking here now, going into the second quarter as the girls are just hitting the court.
Juliette Lang's going to play centre from the start of the quarter.
That's an interesting take.
Wentworth do the same.
Yep. As we're just about to get back underway for the second quarter. 16-12 is the score. Wentworth are in the lead at the moment as we're going to see Ash Cameron take the centre pass here as waiting for the whistles to blow, and we're away. Cameron over to Mangan. Looks for Rowe. Finds her. It was risky, but it made success. Yep. Cameron now, she's using the transverse line, but it's going to be a contact or obstruction there against Zato. Into Mangan. Mangan, over to Rowe. Rowe back to Mangan. To Rowe again. They just keep one-twoing it. Yeah, smart play. It's made its way into the ring, but she good.
1-2 with Millie Mangan.
Very good, and puts up the shot. A brilliant shot it was. 17-12 was the score.
Basically putting 2 on Amanda, and the girls are really using the front. So we've got Zato onto Henry. Henry onto Juliet Lang. Lang looks to come across to KHL on the transverse line.
Yeah, we've got Henry now. Yeah, oh, beautiful movement there from Morello.
Look at the right, good shot.
Oh, brilliant shot.
She thought about passing to Zato, and then she just went with the shot.
That. Yep. Cameron now with the ball over to Mangan, back to Rowe there at the top of the third. It's inching its way in closer. Rowe's deciding to stay out rather than running in. She's trying to be that third option there.
Amanda Edwards out of play for blocking.
Wow.
So turn over there. KHL comes through McNamara. McNamara goes back to Watson. Comes through the KHL. Still haven't come through the centre. Henry has it in the centre. She goes through Juliet Lang, who's come running hard. Pressure from Becca. McNamara again. Henry looking for the long ball in. Comes through to Lang. Oh, great work.
Virtue,
I'm not sure what happened there.
Zato on the ground. She just tripped over Virtue's feet, so it's going to go in favour of Zato there. I think it's outside of the ring, so Lang into Zato. She fakes left. She's going to go for that long shot, and it goes out of court, and it's going to be a baseline throw in for Virtue here. Over to Wakefield. Wakefield back to Virtue. Virtue back to Wakefield now. They're just making sure that each pass is quality and gets to the right place because the pressure is on here. It's back to Virtue. They've made it into the middle of the third there now. It's into Mangan in the goal third. Over to Rowe. Rowe's going to drive in. Out of play. Offside there it was. So Rowe bounce passes it to Mangan. Inches her way a little bit closer. Puts up a long bomb. It's off. And the rebound's there for McNamara.
So McNamara has the ball. Comes out to KHL. Pressure from Wentworth coming through. Pushes it back. Watson. KHL. Contact.
Wow.
Contact on the Rowe. She's out of play. McNamara has the ball. Then comes through to Lang. Lang to Henry. Henry goes out the side to Morello, who's come out of the circle. She goes back to McNamara, picks up the loose ball.
Beautiful by
picks up a loose one.
Finally timed it.
Read that well.
Yes.
Yep.
Virtue now with the ball as we see it passed over to Rowe, who's in the middle third. We've got Wakefield over to Rowe. She needs to make her way down now, and she's doing so just steadily. She's not rushing it. They've double-teamed Amanda because they're just letting Lizzie do her thing, and it's a beautiful pass there from Mangan into Edwards. She's beautiful phenomenal at that. 18-13 is the score. Lang with the ball.
Lang comes into Henry. Henry comes into Goldford. Straight away to Morello down in the pocket. And beautiful hands by Zato underneath the ring. That's great transition.
Brilliant. Great.
Good hands there by Morello. And great pass into Zato. Molly Mangan. Top of the circle. Into Ash Cameron. She's looking for 1-2s with Rowe. Then she pops out the side to Edwards.
As the shots put up, and
both sides
19-14.
Transitioning well out of the centre.
Very good. We got Lang now with the ball for Mildura. Couldn't find an opening. Finally finds an unguarded Henry. It's over to Zato. She fakes and bounce passes, but there's going to be Cameron out of play. As we've got Henry now just looking for someone. Bounces it along the ground. Morello misses it. But it's going to be a contact against Virtue, so we're going to see, and a contact against Wakefield, so she's out of play. The shot's put up by Morello, and the crowd goes wild. 19-15's the score, Ricky.
That's from the Cameron centre ball into Mangan, into Rowe, back to Mangan. Cameron comes through to the corner, onto the circle.
And just a little bit of contact there against Lang.
So it was outside. She's tapped the ball. Yep. Rowe gets the ball from Molly Mangan. Then comes across, moves around.
Great movement. Yeah, fantastic effort. And good finish.
Just hold that ball that split second, then get it into Lizzie Rowe.
Highest margin, 5 points now with Lang. And it's a missed ball. And Kristen Becker picks it up. It's over to Rowe. Row to Virtua, back to Becca. We're still in the middle third here as it's made its way down Row. 1-2's it between Cameron and herself. And again, beautifully timed pass. They didn't see that coming into Edwards there as the shot is put up and it's off. But the rebound's there for Edwards. Those two-handed rebounds work well for her. She's off again and it gets knocked out of court and it's going to be a baseline throw in there for Row. She fakes left, goes right into Mangan, puts herself in a great position and finishes it off with a beautiful goal.
That's right. Great work from Christy Becker in defence there.
21-15 is the score as we're going to see Ash Cameron take the centre pass.
Ash Cameron in the centre. She goes to Molly Mangan who steps in. Again, contact on KHL. Trying to get to the ball for Lizzie Rowe. KHL out of play. Molly Mangan gets the ball in the top of the circle. She holds the ball, gives great work.
Fantastic.
She just held that ball that she was going to give it to Rowe, faked it, and put it high to Edwards in the circle. Juliet Lang centre circle. Where's she go this time? Ava Zato comes up. She's pushed back to KHL into McNamara. McNamara looks like
risky.
Loose ball.
Too risky, but that contact is called against Becca.
Becca's out of play.
So we're going to get another opportunity for Mildura. Loose ball, but it's picked up by Morello. It's a shot put up. She hasn't missed. She has not missed. 22-16. And we've got Cameron now over to Mangan. Mangan to Rowe. Back to Mangan. Rowe's just taking her time coming into that ring. They know that she's got options because she's unguarded there. It's made its way into Rowe, but it's going to be a contact against KHL as we see the ball make its way into Rowe. The pass that I don't think Amanda knew was coming, but managed to get it anyway. Shots put up. It was short, and a fight for a rebound. And it finally makes its way into Rowe, but it's going to be a contact against Jess McNamara. Just got Rowe in the head there, so we're going to see Rowe put up a shot right under the ring, and it goes through. 23-16, a steady little lead here for Wentworth. They're playing phenomenal netball.
Mildura's ball. Lang steps into the centre, tries to go back. There's the pressure. KHL's been pushed back. She's looking to go forward. Rowe's got pressure on McNamara. McNamara signalling for someone to come forward. Again, a loose ball picked up by Lang. Morello goes back to Lang. Lang goes to Morello. She doesn't look to shoot. She drops it on to Zato.
Good pass, and the shot goes through. 23-17
Couple
is the
loose
score.
balls there.
I know, little mistakes. Cameron now with the ball as it's over to Mangan. She pushes it into Rowe, who's at the top of the key there. And we've got a bit of a change here. Wing defence is Lola McInerney coming on the court now for Becca. Rowe now gets a 1-2 there from Cameron as she puts up a shot, and she's on fire
also
today.
Addison's come into the centre for Mildura.
24-17 is the score. We've got Addison now with the ball. It's over to Henry, who drove out nicely. She fakes left, goes back to KHL there, makes its way into Henry as Lola is putting on all the pressure there. She's a tall WD there, makes its way into Adamson.
Again, pressure, forced back to KHL.
As the ball makes its way to Adamson just outside of the ring. And beautiful hands by Lola Mack. But
great hands.
Yeah, stayed in possession of Mildura. Zato now with the ball. And again, great hands from Lola. But Mildura managed to put up a shot there. That's Ava Zato.
That's great contest. Watching Henry and the youngster McInerney fight for the ball there.
That's it. As we've got Rowe now with the ball. Long pass to it. Unguarded.
She went looking, Sharon Watson.
Yeah, unguarded. Amanda Edwards.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind Sharon Watson going for a look.
Yeah.
If she can get her hands on one,
might as well.
I don't mind. We've got Addison. We've got Courtney Wakefield out of play. So Net Virtue's got two in the circle. Ash Cameron's read that off KHL. She tried to go straight through. Lola Mack on to Wakefield into Rowe in the centre. Again, Cameron working hard. She goes straight to Rowe. She looked at Edwards.
And as a holding call there, as we see Rowe.
Watson out of play.
Rowe puts up the shot, and again, 26-18, a beautiful 8-point lead here. As we've got Cameron now looking over to Mangan. Mangan to Rowe. Rowe back to Mangan now. Mangan is just unbelievable at being in the right place, the right time, as it's bounced into Edwards, and a bounce pass out of the ring. 1-2 quickly there between Cameron and Edwards as the shot's put up. This is Wentworth's game. 27-18, 9 points the difference with Kaylin Addison
in the centre. She's looking to come forward. Henry comes forward. Lola Mack puts her pressure. Again, she's forced back to KHL. Again, Lola Mack has tried to get onto that. Henry's there by herself now. Who's she looking for? Long ball, fumble. Is it out of court?
Ash Morello lost control of that ball.
Nat Virtue
and it's into Lola McInerney, over to Virtue, long pass into Wakefield, made its way quickly into the goal third there, Mangan to Rowe, back to Mangan, and it's a long lob pass into Amanda Edwards, who takes it beautifully and puts up a shot, bringing the score 28-18. That's the 10-point margin
again,
there,
KHL, I don't mind that. KHL went hunting the ball.
She
You've
did.
got to hunt the ball.
We've got Rowe now with the ball. We're seeing Henry come off, McDonald come on for Mildura as Cameron passes the ball over to the Lola Mack, who's standing there on the transverse line. Long pass cross into the pocket and a long wayward pass from Mangan. She's not too happy with that, but
that's all right.
Yeah,
they were looking for something different.
Lola Mack over to Molly Mangan has made its way into the goal third now for Wentworth. Amanda Edwards gets the ball, doesn't like her position. She bounce passes it to Cameron into Rowe. 1-2-1-2 as the shot's put up. And a brilliant shot there from Lizzie Rowe. 29-18.
Well, Liz Rowe,
she
from
is
that distance.
On fire. Adamson now with the ball over to Zato. Back to Molly McDonald there, who's got the fresh legs on the court.
On to Zato. Molly McDonald back to Lang. Zato goes deep in the circle. Molly McDonald kept running. Good pressure in the circle. Great long ball. Great work. Zato again.
Yep.
In and out to McDonald.
And a beautiful shot
good
there.
Pass.
29.
She's got to take those passes, McDonald.
29-19's the score.
Zato. Molly Mangan to Cameron. Back to Cameron to Rowe. And then
great timing.
Great work by Jess McNamara.
She's
again, now they've got
fire.
a transverse. They've got the pressure from Wentworth coming through.
Watson
Great
waited.
through to the centre.
Looking for Lang now. Lang back to KHL, over to McNamara. It's a long pass into the pocket there, and a beautiful pass there from Morello, but it was just...
I think she jumped over the top.
She jumped over the top. Brilliant. Good work there. 29-21 is the score. Ash Cameron now over to Mangan as she's just popped out of the transverse line. Over to Rowe, cross court there. Beautiful hands by KHL as it knocks the ball out of the court. As we're going to see a sideline throw in there for Ash Cameron. She looks for Mangan, finds her. It's over to Edwards, who's come out of the ring, into Cameron. Back to Lizzie Rowe, who moves just beautifully, who then puts up
the 1-2 with Molly Mangan again.
Brilliant. 30-21 is the score.
Lang's looking to go forward. She's got pressure on again. Lola Mack out of play. McNamara has the ball, still in the centre third. Goes to the top. Juliet Lang. Ava Zato. Ava's not looking to shoot the ball.
No, she's not. She's wanting to get it to Morello, which is it doesn't make sense.
She'll shoot the ball from next to the circle now.
And a good one it was. 30-22 is the score. 8 points the difference. Not much left in this quarter. As we've got Mangan now looking for someone, finds Rowe, but McNamara had some good hands to that ball.
That's the first time McNamara's come out and stood next to Rowe.
It is. They've been letting her go. Mangan now with the ball. It's back to the transverse line to Court Wakefield. She pops it back, a long pass into Rowe, but then doesn't like her positioning, so we're just restructuring, and a long wayward pass again from Mangan goes out of court, and we're going to see a baseline throwing for Watson to McNamara, but Lola Mack, great running there.
It's just good jump, good feed. Great speed from Delilah there.
Sideline throwing
One
for
on one.
Watson. We've got
One-on-one.
McNamara now looking for someone, and there's the end of the first half. 30-22 is the score. What a phenomenal first half, Ricky.
That was a great first half.
It was. We will talk all about it after we take a quick ad break, thanks to River 1467.
You're unbelievable.
Live, the SFNL 2025 A-Grade Grand Final. Wentworth versus Mildura on River 1467.
At Drummond Golf, we understand your passion.
Nice roll.
And that's because every Drummond Golf store is owned and run by a local who loves the game as much as you do.
Yeah, it's come off the face really well.
Someone who knows where you play and what you need.
Oh yeah, looking good.
With Australia's biggest range and expert knowledge.
Great. Now let's try that putter with this grip.
So if you want to improve your game, see a local expert at Drummond Golf.
It's footy finals time at Gateway Mildura. Catch the action in the Club Bar and Verde with cocktails, drinks and food. Even pool, pinball and family entertainment. Try the new seasonal menu or bar snacks at your home of sport and events. Gateway Mildura. Drink responsibly.
In any great team, on any field, it's about the right players in the right positions, just like in business. Looking for your next star? Building a high-performing team. Prestige Staffing are Sunraysia's recruitment specialists. A top-tier permanent hire, a flexible, temporary professional, a future apprenticeship or traineeship investment. Prestige Staffing match great people with great companies. Call for a confidential chat. prestigestaffing.com.au. Winning teams, winning results.
Go Harvey Norman. Hot deals on a huge range of laptops. Save $120 on Acer Aspire Lite with 15.6-inch screen. Now just $100 on Acer Aspire Lite laptop with Intel i3 processor and a massive 16. Now an incredible $698. Upgrade to HP 15-inch laptop powered by an Intel i7 processor. Amazing value at only $998.
SFNL 2025 A-Grade Grand Final. Wentworth versus Mildura on River 1467.
And we're back here. Allegra Thorburn from Filming Footy and brought to you by River 1467. First time A-grade netball has been on air for River. Fantastic achievement, a fantastic game, Ricky.
Oh, amazing game. Two teams that are fast.
Yes,
and
they're fast,
shooting
they're calculated.
The shooting has been phenomenal.
Yes.
Hats off to both shooters of both teams. They've been shooting the lights out of it.
I know. Ava Zato's been a bit hesitant though to shoot
just
from
late
a
in
distance.
that quarter.
Yeah,
just late in that quarter. She started to get that back. But I think there's a few things in Jura. I think KHL needs to tighten up on Molly Mengen.
Yeah.
I think Molly Mengen's been allowed to just run where she wants, and I think that they probably need to have, maybe look at that, and play that tight. So.
Yes, so we've got the girls coming on the court now. I think I've given 2 minutes, but fantastic umpiring as well. They're picking up on a lot. I was a little bit sceptical about the Mildura Sporting good lead, 8 points the difference. Amanda Edwards whistle there, so they've got plenty of time. They're all out there on the court ready to go. But we've got Juliet Lang starting out in centre here for Mildura, and she's going to take the ball for the first play of the game. Lang now over to Zato, who moved away from her defender nicely. It's made its way
third. She goes back to Mangan. Edwards comes out of the circle. And again back to Minter. Minter's now on the circle. She goes down to the line and Rose shoots through the bottom. No, she's been blocked out.
Yeah, as McNamara.
And now I think it's Edwards copped a check under the ring there.
That's it. 31-23. Lang now with the ball for the centre pass over to Henry. She's double teamed there though, but manages to break through. Morello looks for an option. Yeah, very forced back to K-Chal there in the centre third. Over to McNamara, back to K-Chal, who's unguarded as it makes its way into Lang. And a beautiful hand there from Bircher. Yeah, and that intercept comes through. So over to Lola Mack, into Wakefield, over to Rowe. Rowe's looking for someone. She finds Lola Mack in the centre third. It's over to Rowe. Rowe's going to run into the ring there. Look for a better option. Finds Mangan. Readjusts and a beautiful lob back to Amanda Edwards. And it's going to go in favour of...
it's footwork there.
Footwork.
She's
My
called
goodness,
footwork
what's
there.
it now?
I think she got knocked over. We've got Lang. Comes back to K-Chal. Molly Mangan pulls her up there. Again, we try to come forward. Lola Mack with plenty of pressure on Henry. Outside ball.
Lola Mack.
Yeah, nice work by Lola Mack there. The ball's gone out. Henry has the ball. She goes high. And that's Lang, is it?
Yes, Lang into Zato there, and it's going to be a...
Nat Bircher out of play.
out of play. Henry now utilises...
Oh, great hand. Wakefield.
Brilliant. Yep, so it's going to see
Zato
now with the shot. She puts it up. It lips out. And Vircher hits the ground. And we're going to see a ball from the baseline here for Nat Vircher for Wentworth. She finds Wakefield. Wakefield looking for someone. Beautiful hands there by K-Chal. And K-Chal definitely won that. She was not happy with that.
I think she called stepping there.
Yeah, which is
I think
insane.
she did say she had the ball, but she called stepping.
Called stepping. As we've got... Wakefield with the ball over to Rowe, and it's into Mangan now. We made our way finally into the centre third, and we've got Edwards now moving around trying to get a better position. Rowe over to Edwards as she just stayed. Oh, they're going to call it out of play.
I think she was out of play. Yep. And we've got Watson with the ball next to the post. On the K-Chal, again to Watson. Again Wentworth. And Rowe intercepts the ball with a long ball from Watson. Trying to go to K-Chal. It's been intercepted by Rowe. Again, they come back into the circle. K-Chal out of play. It's on the circle again to Rowe. She takes a shot. And it drops it in. Great defensive pressure. Defensive pressure. Amazing from Melly Mangan and Lizzie Rowe there.
32-23. Minter over to Rowe, utilising Lola Mack there. Back to Minter, into Edwards, who's outside of the ring. Mangan over to Rowe, who's at the top of that ring there. Makes a long pass there again from Mangan. That's the third time she's done it.
That's all right. That's Molly. That's the way she plays.
Yeah, that's
she looks for that option, and that's what happens. Sometimes that happens, but sometimes she gets it. So
that's it.
That's the way Molly plays.
So we're going to see play moved up as Rowe just got some contact there as Lang gets the ball now over to McNamara. McNamara to K-Chal. It's popped over the top there to Henry. Over to Lang now, who's looking for an option. We're seeing a substitution here. Wing attack is new, and a goal there from Ava Zato. Wing attack, who is that?
Kelsey Cameron.
Kelsey Cameron is on the court now. We've got Ava Zato with the ball over to Lang. Lang's double teamed there as it's over to Zato. Back to Henry, into Morello. She doesn't like her positioning.
She's gone back.
Yeah, and not happy.
Ball. I think they thought that'd come off a Wentworth leg there.
Yeah, but unfortunately not. Vircher over to Lola Mack. Quick three passes. It makes its way in. Cameron now to Rowe. Back on the transverse line to an unguarded Wakefield. Rowe now utilises it again. Resets. Minter looking for someone. Finds Rowe. She puts it onto the ground there. Step in from Rowe. And the shot's put up. And
Good work by Jess Minter.
Fantastic
good connection
effort there. Fantastic effort. 33-24 with Minter with the ball now. Over to Rowe, looking for someone. Finds an open McInerney. And Rowe now in the centre third. Looks for someone. Minter's moving around Lang nicely as we see Rowe with the ball. Over to Cameron. 1-2s it again. Inches her way a bit closer. Puts up the shot. 34-24. It's within 10, Ricky.
We've got Lang with the ball in the centre. She's looking to come in. McDonald comes into the top. Ava Zaddo's come out of the circle. She's at the top. Molly McDonald's still looking for somewhere to go. And I think it's come down. Lola Max out. Juliet Lang has the ball. She goes back to Zaddo. It's too far out for Zaddo. Oh, loose ball.
I thought it was almost going to be off the foot.
Yeah,
but they managed
back
to keep going.
Juliet Lang to Zaddo again. Zaddo takes a look at the shot.
Brilliant
drops that
shot.
one in.
34-25 as we've got Minter with the ball now over to Cameron into Rowe there. A long pass into Amanda Edwards into the pocket, but we're going to see out of play. I'm not quite sure who, but it's rolled along the ground. Just a little bounce there, kept it alive as we see Minter into
just held up beautifully
Rowe.
by Minter.
Oh, the shot's off, but rebounds there for Sharon Watson as it makes its way cross court to K-Chal. Back to Watson. Watson now makes its way into McNamara. That was a bit forced there. Watson again at the top of the transverse there in the goal third. Great pressure.
Good pressure by long pass. Molly McDonald, beautiful pass into Zaddo under the rim.
Good finish.
So great work there. Good rebound by Sharon Watson.
That's it. And Mildura get to go again. Lang now over to Zaddo. Molly McDonald's got the ball. It's into Morello. She almost had a held ball there, but McNamara was able to get there.
Out of play.
Yep. So we're going to see Lang now. Long pass into Zaddo, who takes it from the air nicely. McDonald now in a long pass.
A good spin again by
Morello as she puts up a shot, and a good one it was. 34-27 as we see a bit of a comeback here for Mildura. Minter now gets the ball. It's over to Cameron now as she pushes it into Amanda Edwards, who is going to put up the shot. Very heavily guarded there, but she takes her time and puts it through. I know.
So we've got Christy Becker back on. So we've got Lang with the ball in the centre. Again, straight to Zaddo's got to come out. Zaddo's got the ball. She's looking for somewhere to go. There's pressure from everywhere from Winton. Oh, unlucky there. Rose out of play. K-Chal has the ball. She goes to McNamara. On to McDonald. McDonald looking for Lang. Lang goes down the side.
Good baseline run there from
Morello. Outside arm.
Birch is out of play as we're going to see Morello take the long shot here. She puts it up and
beautiful shot.
Stunning shot. 35-28 is the score here with Jess Minter. Fakes to the right, goes to Lizzie Rowe who was open. Becca now over to Wakefield. Wakefield into Edwards. She fakes right, goes back to Cameron. It's made its way to the goal third now as a long pass into the pocket there to Cameron. Sees Lang out of play. They've got to restart. No, offside it is, as we've got Rowe now. She just took a little bit too much time. Minter now just gives her the go-ahead, say trust yourself, puts up the shot, and a good finish there. 36-28 is the score.
Lang has the ball. She goes to McDonald. Again, Zaddo. She goes to long ball. Lang kept running. Good pressure. Unlucky there. I think there's a bit of contact there. Courtney Wakefield out of play.
Yep.
We're allowed to get the ball.
So we're going to see.
Matt Virtue out of play.
Yeah,
the ball's on the ground. Picked up by Zaddo. Nice shot.
Beautiful shot there. 36-29 is the score here.
We've got Minter with the ball. She comes into Kelsey Cameron. Kelsey Cameron goes into Rowe. Becker. Minter. Back to Cameron. Again, Rowe works into the circle. Onto the circle. Minter's on the circle.
Timing
comes
is
across
impeccable.
to Kelsey Cameron.
Good
long ball into Edwards.
And she misses. Own rebound though. She stays within the lines and puts it up again.
Good rebound by Edwards.
37-29. 8 points the difference with Lang now with the ball over to Zaddo, who's been taking most of those centre passes. K-Chal now back to McNamara. They can't find a break here to get into the ring. Finally find Juliet Lang there.
Loose ball picked up by Rowe.
Good job,
Need
Rowe.
to slow it up. There's Wentworth.
Cameron
Wait for them all to
Becca.
come. Cameron works hard for them. Then Minter works hard. Back to using the Rowe in the circle. She's there by herself. Edwards comes out of the circle.
Someone needs to get in that
comes
circle.
back to the transverse line. Back to Becker. Rowe works hard again. Comes looking in the... just drops it into Edwards. Edwards takes the bomb. Nice work.
She scores.
Good defensive pressure there.
38-29.
Those attackers are really working hard for Wentworth to get a turnover.
Rowe has the ball now. Long pass over to Becca. Becca fakes and goes over to Rowe. It's into Cameron. Cameron now 1-2s it to Rowe. Good attempt there by McNamara, but Rowe puts up a shot that is completely off. We'll call it a pass because it made its way into Amanda Edwards' arms, but the rebound was picked up there by Rowe. Couple of hands touched it as the shot's put up, bringing the score 39-29. Their 10-point margin is back again as we've got Caitlin Adamson in centre for Mildura. Over to Molly McDonald. Over to Zato. Zato's looking for someone. She finds
good running.
Yeah, McDonald and a beautiful
and
run.
A good run
lead.
by Zato too.
She takes that and puts the ball in. 39-30
Ash Cameron back on the court. She's in the centre. She goes to Lizzie Rowe. She comes back to Edwards. Back to Becca. Becca to Minter by herself on the circle. Again, Ash Cameron runs hard.
Good movement here. Yeah, good pressure from Mildura.
Cameron is looking for a space. Rowe outside the circle. She goes back to Ash Cameron. Ash Cameron gives it up. That's the pressure. That's the pressure. KHL gets the pressure. KHL gets the ball again. We're still looking to go forward. Again, Wentworth set up behind the ball.
Great by Adamson there.
Push back again. We've got Molly McDonald trying to get inside.
Long lob. Beautiful.
Great pass. Great hands.
Beautiful. And it's just
I think someone out of play there.
Yeah, Virtue's out of play as the shot's put up and bringing the margin back to 8 points, 39-31. As we've got Caitlin Adamson with the centre pass for Mildura. It's over to Zato. She almost had a held ball, but a leaping McNamara takes it. It's into McDonald. Goes back to McNamara.
Hard here again.
Yep. Morello takes the ball in the third and a slip there.
You saw that all the way,
Virtue. Great intercept there as Wakefield into Rowe and into Cameron. It makes its way into the ring there to Edwards, but the bounce pass goes out of court and we're going to see a contact called against Adamson as a beautiful intercept there by Jess McNamara.
Karen Watson saw that one all the way. We've got KHL in the centre. Molly McDonald trying to get through. She got McNamara. She's been back to KHL. Again, Wentworth put the pressure on the ball. Rowe has a look. Misses it, grabs an arm. She's out of play. KHL, McNamara. We've got
substitution now as we
Mangan
see
back on the
back.
court.
It's over.
It's nearly a held ball.
Nearly.
We've got Morello has a look at it.
Is she going to miss? No,
she hasn't missed all day.
39-32. 8 points the difference now. So we've got Ash Cameron with the ball over to Mangan. A long lob there into Edwards. Back to Mangan. They're just working it around now, the girls. Rowe makes its way over to Mangan on the other side of the court. Bit of a cross-court action there, but a beautiful lob into Amanda Edwards is going to see a nice shot put up, and it lips straight
had a bit
back
of a look
in.
out, that one.
Yeah, 40-32 is the score as we've got Adamson now with the ball. She's looking for someone, but she's had to go back to KHL, to McNamara now. They're 1-2ing it between each other because they really don't have any options.
Everywhere.
It's into McDonald, back to McNamara. There's no one there. There's no one to get that ball. There's just the
then
three
the
of
ball's
them.
fumbled, a loose ball.
Picked up by Becca. And it's Nat Virtue now over to Courtney Wakefield. Back to Becca, who's doing phenomenal work out there for Wentworth. Bounce pass to Rowe. Rowe into Cameron. Cameron goes to a running Mangan and finds her way back in the ring. And Amanda Edwards comes out, fakes right. And that was a beautiful play there by Edwards.
Good hands by KHL.
Yeah, she saw what was coming. I don't know how. As we see Lizzie Rowe take the ball from the baseline, she pushes it out to Cameron, who puts it into Edwards. And the shot goes up. They're all there for the rebound.
Off Mildura.
Yeah, but it's off Mildura, and a baseline throw in there for Lizzie Rowe. Let's see what she's going to do here. She utilises Mangan there and couldn't quite find someone as a good option, but working around that ring. Edwards now puts up a long bomb.
Take it. Take the responsibility.
That's it.
That's what that was.
41-32 with Cameron with the ball.
Cameron comes into Molly Mangan. Molly Mangan back to Rowe. Back to Mangan into Edwards. Edwards comes back. 1-2s it with Cameron. And I think Sharon Watson or McNamara will be
out of play. Picked up by Lizzie Rowe. That beautiful fake shot first really throws off the opposition as we've got Caitlin Adamson now with the centre pass. It's over to Zato. Zato fakes left, goes to KHL, into McDonald, who nearly lost control of that ball. Good hands by Virtue, sees the ball go out of court, off Mildura. So Wentworth throw it in. It's made its way down to the goal third already. Becca into Cameron. Over to Rowe now. Rowe's looking for someone. She finds
Cameron on the circle. 1-2's it with Cameron in the circle.
and
Rowe
she's
sets.
ready
She goes
to
to the
shoot.
shot.
And it's off, but
Edwards
the
has the
rebound's there
rebound.
by Edwards. Puts up the shot,
Yep.
finishes it off. 10 points again, 42-32 with Ash. Cameron with the ball now for the centre pass. Over to Rowe, back to Cameron. Cameron now into Mangan, but she fumbles, and that's the end of the third. 42-32 is the
Yep.
score, Ricky. My
Wow, what a
goodness.
quarter.
Yes.
I think that time there that the momentum never changed for
No.
Wentworth. You know, you saw Kelsey Cameron come on, you saw Jess Minter come on,
Yeah.
and they were able to just keep replaying and sticking. Their defensive pressure.
Yeah,
Their
it's
how many times
fantastic.
did we see Mildura stuck in the centre
Stuck
line?
in that triangle
with
in that
nowhere to
pocket.
go.
Yeah. It was. Wentworth are absolutely turning it on in every aspect of the court. Lizzie Rowe is shooting beautifully, as well as Amanda Edwards. They know what they're doing. You don't see the pressure on their faces out there for Wentworth.
No, I think
this
that
is just
time
another
of the game. I think at this part of the game now, it's all about just doing what you do.
Yeah.
I also like I thought KHL
Yeah.
was actually a lot tighter on,
Yeah, she did.
on,
She
on
picked
Molly
up.
on Molly this time.
Yeah.
They did look like they did try and change that. They did try and not let the wing attack, whether it was Cameron or whether it was Mangan, to control the game through the centre.
That's it.
And I think Wentworth, when they bought Lola Mack, the long arms
Yeah,
and the
it
speed,
made a
she got her
difference.
hands on a couple and really the tussle between her and the experienced Henry was something worth coming to watch.
Absolutely.
You know, the young kid trying to work out what's going on.
Yeah, whereas
and
Henry's just sitting back reading the play,
Yep.
but is able to do so in a manner
just
where
working her body to get the young kid into the position she wants to get her in.
that's
So.
it. The score is definitely reflecting well on what this game is. Mildura have made a few, they're just not as strong as Wentworth are in a grand final. Wentworth are so used to this finals pressure. They're really not here to make the same mistake as last year. This is a completely different game. Got to say, fantastic umpiring as well. The umpiring calls, I haven't seen anything that that I disagree
You don't even
with.
notice they're there. So,
Exactly right. They're letting the game play.
That's the way it should be, isn't it?
Exactly right. Props to the umpires for today's game. They're both from South Mildura, these umpires, and they.
I think just on that, Allegra, I think they are the two best umpires.
They are.
You know,
They
like
absolutely
obviously
are. Ellen Brewster is fantastic.
The clubs can't use their umpires, but if you're looking to get two neutral umpires, I think these two are the two best umpires.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just about to get underway for the fourth and final quarter for the A-grade grand final between Wentworth and Mildura. We've got Lang out here in centre. She's looking tired. They've got the 30-second warning here before gameplay starts. The girls are just having a bit of a chat there in the defensive line.
Everyone's gone back to their starting
That's
seven.
it. So we're going to see the ball start off with Juliet Lang as she's looking at Henry's ready to go. We've got Wakefield doing some hard work there with the pressure, but Henry takes the ball. It's over to Zato, in to Henry, and the Becca's out of play, and a beautiful pop pass there into Morello, and it follows through nicely. 43-33 is the score, with Cameron now from Wentworth with the ball, and a beautiful running intercept attempt there from Zato. Sees her out offside, as we've got Mangan now with the ball. They're just wanting, slowing that game down, right down now, was Rose getting herself in a position where she can shoot from. She's a little bit more comfortable from there. And
she has been comfortable from that distance today. That's not normally where she is comfortable. She's feeling that rhythm from there. So we've got Miles to Henry. Henry looking to go back. She's got KHL coming with pressure from Mangan. We've got Lang with the ball. Pressure again back to KHL. Henry's trying to work into position. She works. And if they have loose ball. Loose ball again, picked up by Virtue. I think someone got a hand on that. I'm not sure if it was Wakefield, but Wentworth have picked up the loose ball. Rowe, Wakefield, Mangan.
They're slowing it right down, Ricky.
Edwards. Again to Lizzie Rowe, who comes out of the back of the circle. Up to the transfers and finds Becca.
Good move around.
Yeah, they're looking around again. We've got to do something about this pressure on the transfer side.
And it's
Mangan, back to Rowe.
Beautiful. She
wanted
to
looking
pass.
for that one? No, she wanted the 1-2 to get to that same spot. Again to
brilliant.
that same spot.
45-33 is the score here as we've got Ash Cameron with the centre pass for Wentworth. It's into Mangan, over to Rowe. Rowe's looking for someone. She utilises Becca back in the centre third. They're just moving it around now nicely. Mangan into Rowe, who's just outside of the ring. They're moving it in now, and we see a fumbled ball there by Cameron, but it's into Rowe. Back to Mangan, and the lob's there for Edwards, but a little bit too much oomph on it. Bounce pass into Lizzie Rowe, exactly where she likes to shoot from. It's off, and the rebound's there for McNamara.
Good rebound, McNamara.
Yeah,
she got in front of Edwards
hands.
there.
As we've got McNamara now asking for someone to come forward. No one's driving forward here. We've got K-Chal into McNamara, and they're covered. They're absolutely covered. They're really struggling
pushing
here.
Right back.
Yeah.
They're still pushing him back.
Yeah, they're in the centre third now. They finally found a break into Morello.
Good running, Morello.
Yep, Lang now into Henry. Henry's looking for someone. She finds Lang, but Becca was very good there on her toes. Zato now with the ball in under the ring as she puts it up. 45-34 is the score. 11 points the difference, Ricky.
We've got Juliet Lang with the ball in the centre. Zato comes, forces her way through. Contact from Becca there. McNamara has the ball, foot in the centre circle. She finds Lang. Lang comes to the Morello, who comes out and has a look.
Good take.
Zato, good take, Zato. Courtney Wakefield out of play.
Too close.
Zato leaves it short. That's the first one she's missed today. But the loose ball's been picked up by Lang and given it back to Zato. And Zato takes the shot.
Good finish. 45-35, back to 10 points now with Ash Cameron over to Molly Mangan at the transverse line. It's into Edwards. She's going to push it back out now as they're just working it around. Mangan into Rowe. Rowe fakes right, goes to Edwards, who's in under the ring. She's going to put up that long, high shot.
Once again, take the responsibility.
Yeah, 46-35 as we're going to see Juliet Lang take the centre pass here. It's over to Zato now. Zato finds K-Chal, it's into Juliet Lang into Henry, back on the transverse line for McNamara. Good contest there between the two experienced players. Henry picks the ball up off the ground. She fakes and finds Morello, who was unguarded there. The first shot
rebound,
she's missed. Yeah, that's got to be won there by
Courtney Wakefield. It's got that rebound.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Good. Geez, they were both strong there. You've got to give it Zato and Wakefield. They were both strong. You could nearly play a jump ball in basketball on that one.
That's it.
You've got Wakefield, Vircha. They're just working hard here now. Becca. Cameron comes up to the ball. Again, Rowe into the centre bit. Becca works hard. Cameron works hard. Molly Mangan present. Rowe goes into the centre third. She's looking back to Wakefield.
Good pressure
she comes
from
back to
Mildura.
Becca. Molly Mangan still with Cameron running hard. Again, Mangan onto Edwards.
Beautiful
They
pass.
just keep pass and run. Edwards gets the ball.
Fantastic work there by Wentworth. They really managing to fight off that defence there from Mildura and keep a calm game. We've got Cameron now with the ball over to Mangan. Long pass across the court to Rowe and a side swipe pass into Rowe, but she didn't like the positioning, and Edwards gets it right in under the ring, exactly where she likes it, and the shot's
Great,
put up.
once again, great running from the attackers. They draw everyone. Amanda gets to drop back. Molly's eyes are on it, and it comes back. We've got Henry in the centre third, still looking to go back. Forced back to K-Chal. McNamara is trying to get free, but she can't get free of the Wenny defence of the attackers. Comes in, dropped into the circle. Ava Zato.
Beautiful take.
Beautiful pass. That's a great pass into Zato.
Absolutely. Cameron now with the ball in the centre third, over to Lizzie Rowe, back to Wakefield, and she's going to lob it long into Edwards.
She's gone the big one.
And a brilliantly timed one it was as she finishes it off. Look at that.
A big fist punch.
Yep,
a big fist
crowd
bump
goes
from
wild.
Wakefield.
49-36 is the score. Wentworth are really honing it in now.
Becca out of play.
Lang with the ball as she passes it to Zato. She doesn't like where she is. It's over to Henry at the top of the
movement,
ring.
Outside arm.
Good efforts there from
she had that
Wakefield.
one, but the ball goes to Morello.
When she's stepping in and she's going to put up the shot, and she gets it. 49-37, Ricky.
Yeah, she's shot. Cameron has the ball in the centre. Again, she comes to Mangan. Edwards comes out of the circle this time. Comes back to Cameron. Again, Molly Mangan attacks the ball hard.
Chase.
Yep. Wakefield into Edwards. Back to Wakefield. Back to Mangan. They're just working the ball around. Again, Edwards comes looking for the ball. Mangan into Rowe.
Play
outside
here.
arm. Or McNamara out of play.
Unlucky for her. She did do the outside arm, but just a little bit too close to Rowe. as we see her lining up at the top of the ring. She passes it to Edwards,
She
who
looks to
just
drop
popped
back
out. Oh, good defense there from McNamara, but the shot makes it to 50 points against 37. Wentworth's game here.
Lane comes into Henry. Henry goes the long ball.
Wakefield.
I think it's great work from Zato. And she's taken the step in. Oh, she's missed. Oh, I think
missed?
Morello's picked up the rebound. I think Nat Virtue's out of play.
Out of play, as we're going to
contact.
see her right under the ring put up a shot, and she gets it. 50-38 is the score here. Wentworth well in the lead, with Cameron doing the centre pass over to Rowe. Rowe's coming out every time, and almost intercept there from Henry, but it's still in possession of Wentworth there. Rowe and Mangdon, it passes it into Edwards as she tries to finish it off, but the rebound's there for McNamara. Over to Watson. Watson now looking for someone, but it's a loose ball and it's picked up by Rowe. And we're going to see
She attacked
Henry
the ball
out of
hard.
play, and it wakes its way to Mangan into Rowe now. Too close there, K-Chal. So we're going to see Mangan take a pass into Lizzie Rowe, bounce past it in as she's going to shoot this. And
she's taken it.
This girl is on fire. She's fantastic. Juliet Lang now with the ball.
Wakefield out of play. K-Chal has the ball. Looking in. Lang goes the long bomb.
Unlucky.
Over the top, trying to find Zato at the back. It's gone out the back. Wentworth at the ball. Wakefield, Virtue, Becker. Again, they work hard. Back to Virtue. Cameron on to Wakefield. Still working
Good
hard,
one-handed
Wakefield.
take.
We got Rowe around the centre. Back to Wakefield. She looks for Mangan. Comes across the court to Becker. Into Cameron. Mangan. Edwards comes out. She gets the ball from Mangan. Back to Mangan Edwards.
And they're just a bit of a break in play as we see Lang out of play. Lizzie Rowe takes a fumble, got caught up in the feet of McNamara, and we're going to see McNamara out of play. Rowe now going to step in, and good defense there. First one she's missed, but she got her own rebound as she puts up the shot, finishes it off as we see Molly McDonald come on against Lola Mack. This is going to be a good lineup.
That's a good contest. We want to see those two youngsters together. Molly Mangan down into the circle for Edwards. She comes across the Wakefield. Molly Mangan still running hard. Rowe and Cameron. Rowe, Cameron. Just 1-2 it through the circle. Rowe,
and
Cameron.
Again.
Just not enough pressure there.
Oh, it's off. And the rebound's there for Sharon Watson.
A loose ball. K-Chal. It comes through the centre. Oh, Wakefield
almost a collision.
It's a ball on the ground.
Couldn't pick it up.
I think it's
Morello gets
ball.
it. Yep, she's going to put up a shot. It's off.
Short. Oh, good work.
Good rebound.
Yep, strong hands.
Beautiful. 50-39 is the score here. About 9 minutes into this quarter, as we've got Molly McDonald.
Virtue had a look. Again, the loose ball.
Picks it up.
Great work.
Beautiful.
Just made a contest.
Wakefield now.
Just takes control. Experience now.
Yep.
Molly Mangan. Edwards comes out of the circle. 1-2's it with Cameron. And again to Cameron. Then to Edwards. Rowe comes and presents. K-Chal is out the back.
As we see a baseline throw in. Rowe utilises Mangan, pops it back to Edwards.
Mangan.
Great looking there. Yep. And a good shot there.
Just held that ball. That split second.
53-39 as we see
Cameron
Ash
has the ball. She comes to Rowe in the centre third. Again to Mangan. How many times have we seen Rowe to Mangan today? Edwards comes out and gives him a hand. Back to Molly Mangan. Again. Looks to Rowe. Cameron looks again.
It's steadied down now.
Comes out to Rowe. Rowe back to Cameron. Cameron looks again.
Goes over the other side. From K-Chal.
K-Chal taps it out. It's outside the court. Just on the transfer. In the pocket. She goes to Rowe in the pocket. She's going to have a shot from there.
Oh, it's off. And
rebound.
Rebound assist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Amanda Edwards got a good hand on that one. She's left it short.
And McNamara with the rebound now as we see Lang over cross court to Watson. She steadies herself and goes to K-Chal in the centre third. McNamara now over to Lang. Lang's looking for someone, finds K-Chal backwards. They just can't get it through. And a long pass to Zato. makes its way into the goal, third to Lang, and it's a lob into Zato, but there's going to be a whistle blown
I think Virtue's out of play.
And it's going to be just moved
Lang
to the
comes
top.
off, Addison comes on.
And a shot there for Mildura. 53-40 is the score. 13 points the difference, with Caitlin Addison with the centre pass over to Zato. Molly McDonald just couldn't quite get that ball on the fly. There was a bit of a rough and tumble.
I think in the end it came off Virtue.
Yeah, it did.
Bounced around in the ring there.
A baseline throw in here for McDonald as she's looking for someone.
Trying to get it past the long arms of McEnany.
And the whistle's blown again, so Lola Max out. We've got Adamson now. She fakes and gets it into Zato as she puts up the shot. It's off, but she gets her own rebound. She's very aware and finishes it off with the score, 53-41, about 12 minutes in.
Rowe, back to Wakefield, back to Rowe. Cameron, Mangan. Mangan looks for Edwards. Edwards again just controls it. Wakefield's just controlling this transverse line now. Edwards has a look at the long shot. She drops it into Rowe. Who drops it into Rowe.
Fantastic. 54-41 as the crowd goes wild. We've got Kaylin Adamson over to Zato. Zato back to McNamara. It's into Adamson, who thought that Morello was a little bit further in front than she was, so the ball goes out of court, and we're going to see a baseline throw in here from Nat Virtue.
Virtue, Wakefield. Comes through contest.
Good
Cameron
hands there from Adamson.
Cameron.
But she's out of play.
She's out of play. Cameron, Wakefield still working hard. Into Mangan. Mangan goes to Edwards.
Oh, good.
There's a few smiles starting to appear. We've got Rowe, Cameron.
And McNamara is out of play.
After a tap on the head.
Rowe's going to put up a shot here as we see the ball
good rebound by
there by
good
Watson.
Running by
good intercept there by Mangan, but she's just outside of the court. Smiles all around here as we see the ball getting taken in from the sideline.
We're set up. They've set up their defence. Again, cross court. Comes through. Good work by McDonald. Mangan had a look. Comes through Addison. Addison looking for some time. KHL back to Addison. Lola Mack gets a hand on it. Back picked up by McDonald. McDonald goes in. Nice pass. Into Morello. She's left it short. Picked up a loose ball. I think
everyone's trying to get that rebound for
picked up the loose ball. Virtue again. Comes through the centre. Rowe. Looking for Lola Mack. Lola Mack comes out to Edwards. Edwards come out of the circle. She's at the top. Molly McDonald. Great pass.
Beautiful.
Into the circle.
Lizzie Rowe here with the shot. And 55-41.
Centre. So Cameron, Rowe, Mangan, again Edwards, onto the circle. She goes for the long bomb.
It's off.
I think it'll be Rowe out of play. Yep. I think she got a bit of McNamara's hands there.
Yep, intertwined. It's into McNamara now. Good movement there from Adamson as it goes over to KHL, into Adamson, back to KHL. Zato now comes out. She bounce passes it to McDonald. They're looking for an opening. Finds Zato. It's into Ash Morello there.
Good hands, Morello.
Yeah, put the shot up. 55-42 as we see the centre pass now is going to go in favour of Mildura. They're just trying to pick the ball up. Adamson
there's a bit of time wasted going on there.
Over to McDonald. McDonald to Adamson there. Back to McDonald. And there it is.
That's it.
Wentworth are the 2025 A-grade champions. What a game, Ricky. 55-42.
Yeah, great game.
Unbelievable. Wentworth just carried that.
A lot of relief on the girls' face.
That's it.
I think a bit of redemption from last year.
Yeah, they needed that. They wanted that from the get-go. Lizzie Rowe, she's my standout player for today. I've got to give it to her, Ricky. I know she's your daughter, but her shooting, her movement, the way that she came out of that ring, just amazing.
Yeah, she virtually played today as another wing attack.
Yeah, she was. She became that third.
A wing attack that could shoot.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
Mangan together. So often 1-2 Cameron.
Yep.
Mangan, Rowe, Cameron. Mangan, Rowe, Cameron.
Incredible. I can't believe it. Good job to Mildura, though. They really, they did well. It was definitely Wentworth's game. The girls are going to be so happy. It's going to be a great celebration out there tonight at the Wentworth Club Rooms. Thank you so much for joining me, Ricky.
No worries.
It's been
Thank
an
you to
absolute pleasure.
River 1467. It's great to actually see netball out. And being on the radio, you've done it all year. Hats off to you.
Thanks,
you should
Ricky.
be proud of what you've achieved this year.
And it's going to be bigger and better next year as well. And
absolutely.
I'm going to have you as much as I possibly can, and it's going to be a great year next year. But that is it. Wentworth are the champions of the 2025 Netball Grand Final here at the Mildura Sporting Precinct. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Mildura Gateway, River 1467, the SFNL, the Lily Pilly Shed, all of the those that have supported. Thank you so much for just being here with me all year and, you know, allowing netball to be such a big part of B grades in as well.
We've won C grade. Unfortunately, the C reserve girls
lost,
have gone down.
yep.
But A grade's up, and our B grade is now playing. So
that's it.
We'll certainly get our crowd behind them
That's
now.
it. Thank you, Ricky Roo. I'm Allegra Thorburn, signing out for the last time this year from Filming Footy, and we'll see you next year.
That's what I was counting on. All right, so you're done up there. Yeah, but you don't need audio. Yeah, I just think you want to pull the lead out.